Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to our channel. This is Angganap Canada, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share our video. Join me for tonight because we're gonna be talking about the challenges and the struggles of a Filipino newcomer here in Canada to look for a job because ang problema nila is zero experience talaga sila. Hindi sila nakapagtrabaho noong nandun pa sila sa Pilipinas, and then when we flew here at nag-immigrate sila dito sa Canada, it's about time na maghanap sila ng trabaho nila, but they are finding it very difficult kasi wala silang experience. But let me tell you why. One of the biggest misconceptions dito sa Canada is that you have to have a prior work experience to get hired. But employees are not just looking for people with prior work experience into that industry or into that job. They are also looking for people with right skills, with right attitude, with right mindset, and kung you are showcasing very potential ka na pwede kang magtrabaho sa kanila, bibigyan kanila lang chance kahit wala kang direct experience into that position, they will give you a chance for sure. Let me tell you how. Ano ba yung mga strategy na dapat nating tatandaan, dapat nating gawin, dapat nating i-highlight kung nag apply tayo ng trabaho at wala tayong work experience. The reality is, many of us Filipinos have successfully transitioned into a new career or into a new industry without prior zero work experience. They have done this by focusing into their transferable skills. Ano ba yung mga transferable skills na mga ito? Pwede sigurong kumuha sila ng kanilang local certification, nag-aral sila. But then, if we're gonna do that, magko-consume yun ng oras kasi hindi naman yun fast track. Lahat ng mga kurso, hindi naman siya fast track. Mag-aalat ka pa rin ng at least maybe 2 years, 1.5 year, yung mga ganon. So, if we are taking that path, you have to prepare yourself na ganon, dapat meron kang enough funding para makapag-aral ka to get your local certification. And also, if yung trabaho mo needed a licensing, kailangan mo rin mag-license. Yon. And then, of course, building connections, palawakin mo ang iyong social network dito sa Canada. One of my prior episode ko, I talked about how to build your social connection through volunteering, through yung logging into some of the Filipino forums here in Canada. Makakakilala ka ng mga bagong tao, makakakilala ka ng mga bago mong kaibigan. At yun, through them, pwede ka nilang tulungan para makapaghanap ka ng trabaho. But then for tonight, we are gonna be talking about yung transferable skills. Yun ang ipo-focus natin dito sa episode na ito, kung papaano makahanap ang isang newcomer Filipino dito sa Canada without zero or without prior experience, work experience. Before we dive into those transferable skills na kailangan nating i-highlight kung naghahanap tayo ng trabaho para, makuha natin yung job that we desire, ikwento ko muna sa inyo yung aking personal experience dito kasi ako ang magpapatunay. Nag-umpisa ako sa dental clinic, zero experience talaga. I came from Dubai, and sa Dubai, ang work experience ko doon noon is being a receptionist, being a secretary, administrator. And when I came here, nag-apply ako sa mga dental clinic. Talagang tinapangan ko, kapalmoks talaga ako. Wala akong alam-alam, kaalam-alam sa mga dental terms kung paano nila ginagawa yan, ano ba yung mga ginagawa sa opisina na yan. Basta naghanap sila ng receptionist, pag may mga nakita akong naghahanap ng receptionist, secretary, yung mga ganon, dental administrator, ina-applyan ko talaga until such time merong tumawag sa akin. Ito yung una kong dental clinic na pinagtrabahuhan sa clinic ni Dr. Shu. Sabi niya sa akin, when he was talking to me during the interview, sabi niya, he was looking at my resume, sabi niya ganon, you do not have dental experience, sabi niya, pero I can see that you have done so much sa customer service, you have organizational skills, you are a team player, kasi nakita niya, I work with Citron Communications company sa Dubai dati. So that's composed of a lot of teams. So yun yung sabi niya, and I think you have problem solving abilities as well and critical thinking that goes together, sabi niya. So, natuwa ako. So, that's a positive sign na I can get hired. So, ano ba yung mga sinasabi ko na mga transferable skills? Isa-isahin natin. Because if you are going to an interview, you meet up with the Canadian employer, ito lang yung panlaban mo. Ito yung mga dapat mong i-highlight because you do not have an experience. So, ito lang ang meron ka. So, ito yung i-highlight mo pag nakasalang ka na doon. But like I said, Canadian employers, they are not just looking for a person with a prior work experience. They are also looking for someone who has the right skills, right attitude. Pag pinakita mong very potential ka at magiging asset ka sa company nila, they might consider you or they will consider you for sure. Kasi naranasan ko yan. Ako ang magpapatunay. Ako po ang living testament dyan. Yan. So, ano ba yung mga transferable skills? So, unahin natin. Number 1, communication skills. Malinaw ng pakikipag-usap, malinaw ang iyong communication, ang pagsasalita, at dapat aktibo din ang iyong pakikinig. That includes yung listening mo din. Hindi lang yung pagsasalita mo. Kailangan marunong ka ding makinig. Yon. That includes yung communication skills mo, yung pagsasalita mo at yung pakikinig mo. At yung ano din, communication also includes yung kung papaano ka magsulat. Yan, kasi pag sa opisina ka, may times na kailangan mong mag-email din sa mga boss mo, sa mga suppliers, sa mga kliyente. Yon, customer service and interpersonal communication, that's also include. And then number 2, problem solving and critical thinking. Yan, yung kakayahan mo na maghanap ng solusyon na wala kang inaabalang ibang katrabaho mo. Yon, problem solving, kayang-kaya mong isolve yan. Kayang-kaya mong gawan ng paraan. And then number 3, adaptability and flexibility. Dapat marunong kang mag-adapt, dapat marunong kang makisama, makitungo sa mga kasama mo sa trabaho. You have to showcase that skills if you are sitting there with the Canadian employer. Papaano ka magiging asset sa kanilang opisina or kung iha-hire ka nila. Yon, you have to highlight all those skills na meron ka. Again, ito lang ang panlaban mo kasi wala kang work experience. Teamwork and collaboration, yung kakayahan mong magtrabaho sa nakasama ng isang grupo. Yon, kasi meron yung mga iba sa atin yung hindi nakakapagtrabaho pag merong mga ibang tao sa paligid nila or meron silang kasamang nagtatrabaho into one work task. Yon. So, merong mga taong ganon. So, dapat i-showcase mo yung teamwork skills mo and you can collaborate with other employees na nagtatrabaho din dyan sa opisina na yan. Number 5, time management and organization. Again, kailangan i-showcase mo na kaya mong mag-prioritize, kaya mong gawin yung trabaho mo sa takdang oras. Yung bang tipong kung time sensitive yung trabaho mo, you have to finish it bago ka umuwi. Dapat you have to be responsible na talagang tapos yan kasi time sensitive siya. Yon, yung meron kang sense of responsibility sa iyong trabaho. Gusto yun ng mga Canadian employer dito sa Canada. Tayong mga Pilipino, meron tayong ganyan. Likas sa atin yung mga ganyan. Number 6 is customer service and interpersonal skills. Ito, I think, very, very important ito sa mga retails, sa mga healthcare, sa mga hospitality industry. Kagaya ng mga hotel, pag doon ka nagwo-work, kailangan meron ka talagang customer service skills and interpersonal skills. Kakayahan mong makipag-usap, makitungo sa kliyente, sa mga customers, mga ganon. Yan. So, dapat meron kang ganyan. If you are applying to that industry, dapat meron ka nito. Yan ang number 1 mo. Communication skills, customer skills, and interpersonal skills. Yan yung mga dapat mong i-highlight. Yan. Tandaan mo yan. Number 7, dapat resilient ka din and meron kayong tinatawag na emotional intelligence. Ano ba tong emotional intelligence na to? Ito yung kakayahan mo na maging kalmado sa gitna ng very, very stressful na sitwasyon. Meron kasi yung iba sa atin dito na hindi naha-handle yung stress situation. Yun yung minsan dahilan kung bakit nagkakamali sila sa trabaho, meron silang nakakalimutan, and then nagkukos ito ng malaking problema. Ang alam niya, maliit lang, but it will, pwedeng mag-cause ng malaking problema sa kumpanya later on. Yon. And then, last but not the least is multitasking and attention to details. Very, very importante ito. Lalong-lalo na if you are working into the offices na very, very sensitive, time sensitive, information sensitive. Kailangan mo ito, i-check mo every details, every column, every row na mga ginagawa mo. Dapat ito yung mga skills na ating i-highlight pag nag-a-apply tayo at wala tayong work experience. If you do this, I will make sure, 99% sure na in time, mahahanap mo ang trabahong gusto mo into an industry that you desire. Employers here in Canada is also looking for someone who is proactive, who is enthusiastic, who is willing to learn. You see, they don't just look for someone who has work experience, yung napakahabang resume. They're not just looking for that. They're also looking for someone na with the right skill, with the right attitude, willing kang mag-learn, willing ka na gawin lahat ng kailangan at matutunan ng mga dapat mong matutunan. Yun ang mga hinahanap nila. They don't want someone yung nakaupo lang dyan and they are waiting for the opportunity to come to them. Ayaw nila yung mga ganon. And they want someone who is taking initiative in asking questions and continuously improving themselves. Iyon ang mga gustong-gusto ng mga Canadian employer dito. Remember, gaining work experience is possible through various avenues dito sa Canada. Maraming paraan kung paano tayo makakapag-gain ng ating work experience dito. Paano natin to build up our Canadian work experience. But stay persistent, open-minded in your job search. Don't be discouraged kung ano man yung mga rason bakit ka nare-reject. Don't be discouraged with all those setbacks. It is normal and it is part of the process. Ito pa rin po ang Angganap Canada. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panunood. And if you like this kind of videos, please comment down below. And if you have some experience and comment and want to share it with us, comment down below. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Maraming salamat po sa inyong mga nanonood at sa inyong mga nagsusubscribe. Hanggang sa muli po. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye!